What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. And it took, 2 games, and I have stone cold proof what I'm talking about with eFootball, right? And I'm disappointed because I know there's going to be people, because I've already seen it come out of the woodwork, and people that I try to respect, but they're going to say, oh no, eFootball is a good game, but this is why, and this is what happened. I have stone cold proof of what I'm talking about. Now, I'm disappointed as well because I wish it was a good game. I don't want FC to be the only good football game, but facts are facts. And you see where this player is. You see how high he's ranked. I mean, maybe this is why these type of players play these types of games. And you're going to see what I'm talking about. I mean, this player is terrible. Probably Division 7, Division 8 in both in FC and eFootball. Who knows? If he uses exploits, maybe higher, but maybe like a Ruby 3 player. He cannot connect the pass. His football intelligence is awful. You can see by his decision making. All he does is hold down R1 or hold down X. And he spent hundreds and hundreds of bucks because he has a team full of 104s, 107 Messi, like the whole nine, all the way back to the Ariel Fort Van Dyke and everything else, or whoever it is. You'll see his team's stacked. But, you see this high ranking, you're thinking, okay, I'm about to play a skilled player. Maybe I'll learn something. Watch me completely dominate this player, in which I actually am rewarded with goals in this game that I earned through skill, right? Through playing the game, right? Through playing football. And then watch what happens, okay? So, right off the bat, you're going to see he's just going to rush. Every game you play, quick counter, they rush at you. Quick counter, they rush at you. Every team's stacked. So, you got players who go and play. I mean, I paid $300 to get literally like 6 players. So, you're talking this guy all the way around. He's had to have paid 1,000, up more than 1,000, but who knows? Let's just say even 1,000. It's probably like 1,500 or something like that. And he paid it to do this, to do what you're watching. I mean, he literally cannot connect a pass. All he can do is rush. No skill on defense. You hold R1, you hold X. And now that's no secret. I've seen even some of the biggest content creators say they need to tone down the AI. They need to tone down the defense and the assistance. Obviously, there's zero skill in this. You hold down buttons, but watch how this player literally attacks. You're going to see how bad this gets. And while he's not like number 1 in the world, played a lot longer and has a lot more, accolades than myself, and you would look at that and say, dang, pretty good player, right? You definitely wouldn't say what you're about to see about him. I mean, literally, when I say he's a Division 8 FC player, I'm not kidding. Watch how he defends. Watch how he attacks. When he can't just rush, he's terrible. Now, that, by the way, is a goal in every other game. With Kohler. No idea why I wasn't there, but who cares, because I'm still just dominating. I mean, this player has 0 sniffs. This is easily a 5-0 game. With lag even, it's not a hard game. You can tell by the decisions. Terrible decisions over and over. All he's doing is rushing around. I mean, this is no skill. He can't defend. Look, whenever he had to manually try to face up or try to defend me, he didn't know what to do. So now I'm up 1-0. Playing all of 3 weeks, haven't gotten past Division 3, played 2 other games as well, not just eFootball. Can't stand the game, right? I'm literally just playing to show players. And watch, if you find anywhere where I'm trying to exploit, unless you call playing the Kohler's head an exploit, which I somewhat do, just because of how overpowered he is and with bullet header, but you've seen, it doesn't matter, he misses. I wouldn't be surprised if there's some formula in eFootball where if you pay over $1,000, your opponents are nerfed by certain attributes. I mean, you're talking about a game where, see what I'm saying? Like Del Pierre, I'm sure he has some type of blitz curler or something. So it's all AI. There's no skill. So that's the closest sniff he'll get, by the way, where he actually earned it. And you'll see what I mean by that. This is what eFootball is. It's quick counter. It's players rushing at you. And then, yes, how I explain it to other players is like, well, if you think 1 play, 2 plays ahead, you can beat it. Well, not when you're playing a higher rated opponent that has his team stacked up in the right way and there's literally nowhere to pass the ball. But yet, I'm still prevailing, right? Now, as he's receiving all these passes, you can see the players he has. That Gareth Bale that is an absolute beast. Who else did he have in there? The 107 rated Messi, that's an absolute beast. His full defensive stack. I mean, from the goalie to the top, he's stacked. And I just toy with him. I mean, he cannot do anything. I just toy with him. All he has is some of the best players in the game. That's it. He doesn't have anything else. You see there? I made a good play to make a run in front with Kohler, right? And then I got a rebound, Bebeto. So that's fine. But I still earned my chance, and then I got a rebound. I would say that's realistic. Good job, eFootball. You guys tell me. I would have rather scored outright with Kohler, but that rebound seemed pretty realistic compared to, it was a regular parry from a good shot from a high finishing player. But Beto's got very good ups, and he gets up and wins a header. So now I'm up 2-0, and I'm just going to toy with this player. Toy with him for the longest time. So what I was saying here is, is this a strategy? Because in eFootball, a lot of the strategies seem like exploits. I said, he's just sitting back. Is this a strategy then? Should I just pass it around? Obviously I don't. I continue to toy with him. As you see here, all he does is dive. So it's very easy to do stuff like this. And all you're going to see is a player that is, a top 1,000 whatever player in the game, right? That at one point got what? What did that say he got at one point? For sure, he's a top 1,500 Division I player. That's for sure. And then it looked like at one point he was number 3 in the world or number 269 in the world. I don't know the badges enough, but it was one of the two. You can look back and see. But either way, a respectable top player in eFootball. And you see, a couple weeks in, and I'm dominating him. So this is what, let's call me an FC player or even a UFL player, whatever. This is what true football is, right? You're able to pass, you're able to move, you're able to make the right decisions. But that's not what eFootball is, which is why I tell you what I tell you. If you're a skilled football player and you're at the top of the game, you're playing FC, a skilled football gamer, right? You're playing FC because it's where the most skill is going to be rewarded, right? Now, I'm not saying there aren't good players in eFootball, but there's no Anders Vergens, there's none of them, because they would be over there at the most popular game with the most viewership for esports, winning the most money. And I don't care if it's the biggest in Asia, right? Because these players travel all over the world. They don't play their tournaments just in their home country, right? Even just the leagues, the E-Bundesliga, the E-Premier League, all these things, right? The best players in the world are in FC, and it's because you see the top 1,500 players look like this. What do you think? It goes up the line, all the way up. It's just about rushing with your R1 and your X, or whatever buttons it is for you, your AI assist and your what they call pressure, and then trying to get the ball from the other team before they can pass it. That's it, right? You know that they're going to be delayed in their passing because that's just how eFootball works. So then you just rush at them, try to steal the ball, and create a chance from that, because you can't do it from your passing, you can't do it from your dribbling, you can't do it from skill, you do it from an exploit. That's what defending in eFootball is. And so the fact that these players waste their time for it, to do this, that blows my mind. There's no way you could ever see me play like this player. I mean, there is zero skill in what this player does. I mean, literally zero. You're going to see his first goal here. I steal the ball from him, and I'm trying to play the ball upfield. Look where my cursor is pointed. Let's watch this again. So you got a player, top 1,500 at one point, number 3 or 269 or whatever, just a top eFootball versus just a couple weekend guy who comes from FC, comes from UFL. Look at this. Why did that ball go backward? I steal it, and I want to go upfield to create a counterattack. So watch, I steal it, and yes, my cursor changes. I do not know why, but look, it's pointed to the sideline for one. Even if it didn't go to the right player, which I wanted to go up the field to, I think that's Kohler up there. Watch slowly. I wanted it to go to Kohler. I steal the ball. So all the while, this is not skill from this opponent at all. I steal the ball. Boom. I want to go to Kohler right here. Or even Schneider would make sense. But look at the cursor. It's definitely not pointing to my right back to Caicedo. And it goes to his player. It gives him a goal. I didn't do that. My cursor, look at the cursor. I put that movement cursor on there for a reason. You can watch it 1,000 times. You will not see that cursor pointing to the right back. I wanted to go up to Kohler there. Then he would have dropped it back on a pass to Schneider, and I could have been through on goal. Instead, a player who's undeserving is now back in the game for zero reason. If that cursor would have pointed towards Caicedo and I made a mistake and accidentally, because I still don't know why the cursor was pointed even at the sideline. However, it was not pointed right at Caicedo, who had his striker conveniently there to then go score an undeserved goal. So once again, rushing around, easily outplaying him, still no skill in the game at all, and then here we go again. My skill prevails on defense. Rudiger steals the ball, and I can't clear it. He steals it, he scores. Zero skill. I steal the ball. Right? Let's watch it in slow-mo. I steal the ball from him. Okay, so now, look. I'm trying to pass it out here. Right? But as I'm trying to steal the ball and I have my analog stick up, I guess it's got to take those touches that it entered the command-wise. It won't let me pass, and then he steals it and scores. It's just nonsense. There's no skill in this game, and the fact that, oh, well, that's because you were trying to win the ball, and when you won it, you were still pressing forward. So, okay, none of it changes the fact that why would you want to play a game like this where opponents take advantage of this? I mean, is that not a rat? Is that not an exploit? And it seems like all eFootball does is hide behind, oh, tactics, oh, strategy, oh, hold X and R1, and that's skill on defense. Give me a break. Would you say that goal I just scored was skill? I would call that skill, right? I mean, the opponent, this top eFootballer, or at least one of the better eFootballers, top 1500, can't kick a ball out with his keeper, so I pass from my midfielder to my striker and shoot it far post. That's a good goal. But it doesn't matter because players like this use the exploits, or the strategy to then get back in the game, making eFootball a joke. And I'm just speaking from facts. This is the experience time and time again. And this right here is why I'm done with eFootball. This was the last straw. I mean, I was already pretty much done, but this put the exclamation point. Steal the ball, once again, skill. And I try to turn out what reason did my player take that touch. Literally tell me, what reason was this touch taken? And this player literally spends his time doing this game in and game out. This is fun for eFootball players. That's what the game is. And he goes on after this, I just gave up. He scores, I quit the game. I told everyone on stream, that's it. Erasing this stream so people don't focus on the rage and they can focus on the actual explanation. You watch this, then you watch the rest of this player's goals, then you watch my goals, and you tell me that you would waste your time with this joke of a game when you can at least play FC where, yes, the lag sucks a lot of times, which it sounds like it does in this game too, even though I personally never experienced that, but just the gameplay alone. I love all the details. I love the idea that Konami's going for with eFootball. I love a lot of the player base, except for there is some sugarcoating going on. What you guys call tactics, I call exploits. What you guys call skill, I call rat maneuvers, right? Is it a skill to have 3 wing mids and crossing to Kohler with max out heading and max out jumping? Is it skill to spend hundreds and thousands of dollars to just rush at players defensively and then score goals like this guy? To me, it's not skill. To me, it's not tactics. To me, this isn't football. That's really it. I rest my case. Keep grinding, keep having fun. See you on the next one. Peace out.